Yes. Hello,
Me
hello.
too.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes. So your son, the producer, has done his job.
Yes.
Okay, Ebiye, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. See, this is how
Pleasure.
I like to start. Okay, I like you to introduce yourself, tell my audience who you are, what you do, like that. Let's start that way.
Okay. My name is Lavonne Ebiye Tetsoma. I'm a critical thinking coach and a mindset rejuvenator. I'm a single mom to 3 kids, a Nigerian living in Nigeria. I have a diploma in public administration,
Okay.
a BSc in business administration, and I'm currently an MBA candidate.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm the CEO of the Critical Thinking Boss Consult, and I'm the founder of the newly launched initiative, MindGrip Africa.
Great.
I'm also an author to 14 books, 12 on mindset.
Wow. See, these are the things we'll try to dig into within the next hour, See,
No
the first time I saw you on LinkedIn, I was curious about what we're talking about. And then I looked at your profile. Critical thinking. See, this is something I think is important. Okay. And I know that, well, I suspect that we don't have enough of it in Africa. Now, it's not only in Africa that people don't think critically, okay? But for me, I'm concerned about Africa because we are behind in so many ways, and we need to rev up to catch up. And without people thinking critically, we will not do that. That's my concern. Okay. I don't know what you think. Okay. So tell us, how important is it for people to think critically, and how it can help us as Africans if we adopt this mindset of critical thinking?
Okay. First of all, I'm a critical thinking coach, and I don't think I know any other critical thinking coach because it's a niche that I craft for myself based on my own experiences and the target audience with which I'm currently dealing with. I'm also a mindset rejuvenator, and people want to wonder many times they wonder what a mindset rejuvenator does.
Yeah,
it's also something I don't think any other person does too. I had to create it also to suit the target with which I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Now, for me to go further to explain what's critical thinking, how important it is, it's very important for me to make people understand what exactly I do.
Okay, very good, very good.
Last 2021, I'm a very good marketer. I'm a seasoned marketer. I've been a marketer for over 14 years. I was given a contract to train over 1,000 startup logistics entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And after working with them for about 8 weeks, I got to discover a pattern that they don't want, they don't think. Majority of them don't even know they're supposed to think. Some know they ought to think, but they don't want to think. Then there are those who know they ought to think, but they don't know how to think.
Okay.
And just because I needed to get my job done, I had to switch from the marketing stuff that I was supposed to do. And I noticed that I had to sit down and create a critical thinking curriculum for me to be able to attend to the issues, to get the results that I needed to get. Okay. And that's how my establishment was born. The Critical Thinking Boss Consult was established. But down the lane, after about another 6 months, of pure hard work, I got to realize that the issue, there was an underlying prevailing issue that was beneath the thinking problem, which was mindset clutter. Now, this mindset clutter is as a result of varying issues that is specific to a particular individual. It's not something that you can categorize.
Yeah.
I have my mentees were from age 24 to 62. I had men who had marital issues that were affecting their thinking ability and their productivity in general. I had those who had issues with their parents. The issues were all diverse. Now, mindset clutter had to come in because a lot of people don't understand that they even have mind. The mind is what differentiates humans from every other creature. But I'm surprised to realize that lots of people, the mind is the last place that people do go to look for solutions to their challenges. Whereas this mind is what separates us from every other creature. You can't depend on or what you see, what you taste, how you feel. Even dogs and animals, they do that. You know, so I got to realize that the inability for them to be able to align their higher faculties was the reason that they could not think critically. Now, what is mindset clutter?
Okay.
The mind is made up of 3 parts.
Okay.
The conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind.
Okay.
Now, I kid you not, majority of Nigerians, they have never heard about this. They don't even know that this exists. Now, the conscious mind is the carnal mind, is the human mind, is the mind that is breeding with negativity, and it can only operate within the scope of its operation. If you have been in the village all your life and you never left your village, your mind can only operate within the terrain that it's used to.
Yeah.
Your exposure determines how your mind is. Now, there are lots of people that don't also understand that the mind has 2 major functions. One of the functions is to be able to, if you are conscious of if you are in control of your conscious mind, you will be able to align your 6 higher faculties, of which are will, your memory, your intuition, imagination, perception, and reason.
Okay.
The ability of a person to be able to align these 6 higher faculties consciously will boost their self-image, which will in turn help them make decisions that will be able to affect their outputs.
Okay.
Now, your ability to align your 6 higher faculties is what, let me put it, is what determines your exploits in your environment. Now, if you are not even aware of your higher faculties and how to align it, how will you now understand how to take decisions that will better you? Now, before I go further, I want to make everyone understand that listening and I don't have an idea on this to understand that Africans are not taught to think in school. So if you are not aware that you have a mind, you have a subconscious mind, it's not your fault because we are not taught to think in school. And if you are not taught to think in school, that means you are conditioned to react. They say inaction is action in disguise. Now, in every situation, between a situation and your reply, there's usually a pause. It could be a millisecond. I call it everything because that is when you decide to respond or to react.
Yeah.
And your ability to be in control of your conscious mind and your higher faculties determine the quality of your reply. If you're going to respond anyhow, and react anyhow, or you're going to respond the way you ought to respond because you are conscious of who you are. Now, your ability, like I said, your ability to understand how to align your 6 higher faculties makes you take decisions that are beneficial to your progress or where you are going to, when you understand where you are going to. Now, lots of people don't even understand that they have to do this. Now, the conscious mind also have another rule, which is to feed your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, they call it the human soul. Lots of people believe, and they say, research have said that it controls 95% of our lives. And if really it is believed that your subconscious mind controls 95% of your life, and a lot of people have never heard about it, then what are we talking about? They think that life is in the hand of They are religious leaders. They think their life is in the hands of the government. They think their life is in the hands of their ancestors. They think their life is in the hands of their parents. They never, ever really get to understand that their life is theirs to decide. So when your subconscious mind, you are not even aware that there's something that is within your own power, your own control, it's total disaster. Now, so what I do is I call me that there are clutters that could disturb your subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind, the way it works with habituation, which is repetition, and it doesn't have a barrier on what it takes in. So if you don't know you have a subconscious mind that you have to intentionally feed with positivity. If you have a spouse that keeps telling you you're a good for nothing man, I regret why I get married to you, he takes it in and it delivers to the minutest detail what it's fed. So if you say you tell your husband that he's a poverty-stricken, his family is useless, your husband's subconscious mind will go to work to make sure that you see poverty in levels that you can never ever understand. That is how it works. So a lot of people are ignorant of this. So what I do as a critical thinking coach in my own service, somebody else can become a critical thinking coach tomorrow and decide that they want to do something different. In my own specific organization, what I do is I sit down and I check each individual or the groups, and I try to determine how cluttered their mind is. When there are tools to declutter your mind. After I'm done with mindset rejuvenation, then we'll proceed to the issue at hand. Critical thinking is not something that can be generalized. Critical thinking can be applied to every single issue. So it depends on what you are bringing to the table for me to work with. That's what we'll sit down together. I will critically think of a way forward. So that's what I do as a critical thinking coach.
Wow. See, if you are doing this, okay, I would tell you this, you are doing a major work that people need, okay? Yes, I agree that clutter is everywhere. And the physical clutter that people that buy everything, clutter their homes, is one side of clutter, and is dangerous, okay? But the more dangerous clutter is in the mind, okay? And I agree. A lot of people have a lot of clutter in their minds, and it affects everything we do.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why people cannot get out of the environment they are in. And everything they use to determine the way forward is just inside that little space. And that's why I encourage people to step out